I was pissed off. I felt totally used and abused mentally. I was so paranoid about phone numbers that when the officer from Northeast called me about doing this interview, I almost didn't answer the phone.
Beth is a victim of online fraud, one of the thousands victimized each year by a crime that shows no signs of slowing down. The experience changed Beth. It led to anxiety and shattered her self-confidence. However, she agreed to an interview as long as her identity is not revealed.
Why are you speaking to us today?
Because I want to help make other people aware of what's happened to me. I was in Facebook, and all of a sudden this big screen came up, Windows error, or I can't even remember what it was, but it had a big phone number, and there was a blaring siren. It's there to confuse you and intimidate you. Oh yeah, I was in panic mode, and so I called the number. The fellow that answered it, first he asked me my name and how old I was, told me that my name was on the dark web as a person who was selling child porn. And I would be held responsible. I could be called by the police at any time and arrested for what I was doing. There was 23 hackers checking my computer usage. They were setting up bank accounts on the dark web and using the money to sell child porn. They were doing it with my name. So he was going to help me get out of this situation. He said, I have to ask you a few things, and then I will transfer you to the RCMP. The person that said he was an RCMP officer said, the federal government financial branch is going to be shutting down all my bank accounts, and I won't be able to use them until the investigation is done.
The squeeze was on and time was ticking. The scammer told Beth to drive to a bank and clean out her accounts. He remained on the phone the entire time while Beth dealt with the bank teller. She took out $2,000 rather than the requested $4,000. Beth thought the job was done, but the scammer said it wasn't enough money and sent her back to the bank.
So I walked into the bank and I saw the manager and I said, I need to talk to you. The bank manager knew something was up. And I gave her a bit of information. She said, if he phones, give me your phone. So he called and I answered the phone and put it on speaker and she took it. She told him that the city police had been notified. I was pretty shaken up for a few days, mentally unstable, I think. I consider myself lucky.
Beth considers herself fortunate, but scars remain. She says her outlook on life has actually changed. She's become extra vigilant when it comes to using the internet and refuses to answer the phone if she doesn't recognize the number. If you are the victim of this kind of crime, contact police immediately.